Do any of you like bees? Or do you like honey? Try being a beekeeper. When I was growing up, I wanted to be a beekeeper. But although I never did, I just want to show you some facts about what I've learned about being a beekeeper. What I learned about to become a beekeeper. Well, basically, one thing is that you have to travel around a lot. Like for one part of the 1 month, you'll be down in Orange County getting citrus honey from the citrus trees, and then another month you'll be up in the Midwest getting the clover honey. And then there'll be apple blossoms, there'll be cherry blossoms, there'll be this here and there. And then these just people traveling here and there, getting honey from, you'll be contracted out by your executive to get honey from here and there. It's a business. It's a pollinating business, because the honey, bees are pollinators. You go where the crops are. You don't just sit in one place, because it's just not enough honey that way. You go where the crops are, and so most of your time will be spent in California, I think, probably in California, harvesting the crops. But there will be other places like the Midwest has clovers and stuff, so you'd be Midwest to clover production. But you'll mainly be in the West, like you'll be in the Pacific Northwest, there are apples and cherries. You'll be in Southern California, there are citrus. You'll be in here and there. You'll just be everywhere. Be almonds. So almonds typically don't get honey from almonds because that tastes bitter. So you just be in the business of pollinating. They'll pay you straight cash, not for the honey. But in the bee business, plus there's politics. Like for example, one incident that happened is that the bees were cross-pollinating the citrus trees in Orange County, and what happened is that they were producing seeds, and they didn't want the seeds because basically they wanted to sell them for fruit, sell the fruit in stores for people to eat, but they couldn't do that because there's too many seeds. And so basically what happened is that they went to court and said, don't keep your bees within 2 miles of our trees. And you can't exactly put a restraining order on a bee. How are you supposed to enforce that? A restraining order on bees? And so what happened is that they basically just went and the beekeeper said, we can't do that. We need the citrus honey. But if you really don't want the bees to pollinate your honey, then just put a net over your trees. And they didn't want to do that, so it just went to court. I don't know whatever happened to it, but they were back and forth, suing each other back and forth, because the citrus growers needed their seedless citrus, and the beekeepers need their honey. So they both had their businesses, and so they needed to argue back and forth whose business is more important. And plus, there's another thing that's happening. There's disease, and then there's another thing. There's Africanization. In the 1970s, there was an experiment done to cross between in Brazil to cross between the African bees and European bees, but the African bees got loose. The Africanized bees got loose, and they traveled up to North America. And so if you live in the South somewhere, not in the Southeast, not the Southeast, which is usually called the South, but the Southwest, around just across the border from Mexico, like in Southern California, Arizona, Texas, anywhere where it's really hot year-round, then it would be problems with Africanized bees. But if you live in a northern climate, then you won't have any problems with that. And so basically, you need to learn how to reset the queen now and then to keep them from going Africanized. And if it does go Africanized, you kill the queen and let the bees just die out, because they can't go on without a queen. And so you need to kill the hive. You don't kill them by spraying pesticides on them. You just kill the hive by killing the queen, and the hive just dies. And another thing, that there's a disease going around the bees that's killing them all. No one knows why. But if you're a beekeeper, or a hobbyist, or a professional going around here and there looking for honey, you'll have to deal with that. You have to be able to fight against the bee death, or whatever they call it. And so basically, if you can't be a professional beekeeper, be a hobbyist. Try to find a college that teaches apiary science, or whatever they call it, because it's called apiary science, I think it's called apiariology. Try to find a college that, I know in San Luis Obispo County there's Cuesta College, or is it Cuesta College? There's a community college. There's colleges in San Luis Obispo County. There's UC Davis. There's agricultural colleges that you can study apiariology in California, and I suggest you do that if you want to get serious about beekeeping. But if not, then just read up in books and learn how to do it on your own. But make sure you're not allergic to bees. And how do you know you're not allergic to bees? You have to be stung once to become allergic to bees. Once you've been stung once, the next time you get stung is when you know you're allergic to bees or not. Because you have to be stung once to become allergic to bees. So basically, that's all I really have to say. So enjoy beekeeping.